We are live, but I can't seem to see you or anything, Dave.
Can you,
There it goes. It's starting to open up. Cool.
okay.
Yeah, my computer's a little slow tonight for some reason logging onto this. So let's see if you're at downloading app. What does yours show on your end?
Everything's good. Everything's live. I got the Q&A set up. Everybody should hear us. If
Okay,
everybody can
cool.
hear us okay, type into the question box there and so I know a yes, a no, a maybe. You got a question here. What happens after the customers? Can you see that question there, Tammy?
No, let me see if I can X out of some of these effects. I finally see the screen, but I
Okay.
can't seem to see the chat box on my end for some reason. So yeah, I'm not sure. Anyways, we could probably take the questions at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, welcome everyone to the Direct Pay System Google Hangout with Dave, Beck, and myself. My name is Tammy Montgomery, and a little bit about myself. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I actually work full-time in the home-based business industry and have for about 5 years. And you know what I love about it is I can just kind of make my own schedule, and it's just really, really powerful to be able to have a webinar system that leverages my time. So just like everybody, you know, we're busy people. I get that all the time. Hey, Tammy, I'm busy. You know, I work 14, 16 hours a day. I work 2 jobs. That's one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is we actually did this last time, Dave, and I think it went really well, but we're talking about leverage. And even though so many people talk about leverage, this particular program business actually has more leverage than the average big ticket, and I'll explain a little bit about what I mean. There's other big ticket programs out there. There's one that's I'm actually still involved in, but it's been going on for about 5 years. But the comparison is that there's no callback system with that program. So I think that's what a lot of people, and this is the reason why direct pay system is actually taken off, is because of the feature of the callback system. I was actually talking with one of the team leaders tonight on Skype, and he said he's been so busy today, Dave, trying to catch up with all the requests for the callbacks that it's been insane. And I said, I can just imagine because on a day-to-day basis, you know, just looking at my checklist here, you know, I got just lists and lists of people, you know, that want to, you know, want to call back just from my team. So, like I told Dave, I said, geez, I hope I can actually make it on tonight because of the busyness, but I did get caught up. So anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about the direct pay system. There is a webinar presentation that you guys have to check out that actually does do all the telling and explaining, and you guys can take a look at that. If you have not seen it yet, you really want to take a look at it. Jason just redid this, and it's working out really, really well. The conversions after people watch that webinar are going right through the roof. So get back to the person, you know, whoever invited you to the Hangout, whether it was either Dave or myself, get back to either either myself or him, or to the person that invited you to call. But the webinar, like I said, is an hour long, and some people think it's long, but I think it's perfect because it literally, I don't even think there's a question someone could ask after they watch that webinar. That's how detailed I feel it is. What do you think, Dave?
Absolutely, Tammy. The reason why we're doing these webinars, these hangouts, is to really help the prospects. It's to really help people that are on the team, and you know they got prospects that they're wanting to talk to. Maybe it'll actually start to help to kind of reduce down some of the callbacks in a way that if they can bring them here, we still want the people to go to the callback request system and really test drive the system so that you can see how it's going to work for you. But we want to start doing more visual because I believe personally, that I mean, for myself, how I've learned is actually watching through videos, and it really done something different than just, you know, picking up the phone and getting on a conference call and listening to somebody. Maybe it's easier for people to jot down notes, to go back and re-watch it, you know, the recording and that. It's much more powerful. It's a much more powerful effect, in my opinion, because you can actually see the people, you can put the voice with the words in the face, and it's just, this is, well, this is the new age technology. This is what's really closing a lot of sales out there, and not just direct pay system, but different programs and everything that we do in this industry. So the webinars, the hangouts, they're very powerful, and we want to consistently do them every single week. We want feedback from people if this is, they want more of this, and I'm going to actually take time to actually lay out a whole presentation. So, you know, when you bring your prospects onto these hangouts and these webinars, you know, we're not advertising any links. We want to make sure that they get back with you. We want them to actually go to that webinar system inside of DPS, watch that whole entire video. They really need to get, you know, the full insight and details of how DPS works. You should never have to explain or sell to anybody. That's what the system does. But we want to, you know, give you an upper hand. And this is leverage, guys. This is what leverage is right here. We're doing the hard work for you so that you can get the sales. Right? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So, you know, a little bit about myself. I'm 28 years old. I'm a father of two, and I've come into this industry probably like most. I just didn't want to keep working for somebody else. My journey started probably 2007, 2008. I want to say somewhere around there. For the first 2.5, 3 years, I struggled completely. I didn't know anybody in this industry. I didn't have a lot of money. I did not know how to market. Okay, I did not know how to set systems up or put the pieces to the puzzle together. I completely struggled. You know, I lost a lot of money. You know, but what I did learn was, you know, that there was multiple ways to make money in this industry. And I know that you probably hear these terms out there, multiple streams of income. You know, there's ways of putting all that stuff together, but the first thing is getting involved with something and really learning how to put the pieces together. Now, with the direct pay system, it's literally a business in a box. Everything's ready to go for you. All you have to do is just literally tweak a few things, and it's ready to rock and roll. You know, the first thing is, though, you have to make the decision on, you know, what you're going to go forward with. If it's, you know, going to be this, or if it's going to be something else. Hopefully it's going to be the direct pay system. But the reason why I love the direct pay system is because all the leverage that you have, it's a complete business in a box. It's ready to go. A lot of other systems out there, you know, talk about how they got all the pieces to the puzzle, but they really don't, because then they're trying to send you off, and you got to buy this tool, you got to buy that tool, you got to buy all these different resources to actually make it work. Where DPS, everything's ready to go for you. Okay, we have the done for you marketing system. We have the video presentation that's going to do all the selling and telling for you. We have the professional closers. Okay, like Tammy was saying, she's calling back a lot of other, you know, her team members' leads. Okay, she's helping them close the deals, and that's what we're doing here with this Google Hangout. Okay, everything that DPS offers is ready to go. You should not have to be out there. I'm not going to say that you're not going to have to spend extra money, because that's what a real business is. You have to spend money in marketing and advertising to grow your business. Okay, you just can't come in and, you know, okay, what you paid for to get into direct pay system and think, well, I'm done. I don't have to pay any more money, because you're not gonna be able to get the right type of traffic to your direct pay system website. Okay, to your capture page. You know, you're going to have to invest into yourself in the long run, because if you want to get really good in this industry and you want to make a lot of money in this industry, you have to be willing to put up money to invest in yourself and your business. But with DPS, everything is ready to go. So you want to add a little bit to that, Tammy?
Yeah, absolutely. It actually has, I think, the components that people look for, in a business. And number one is most people, and I get this question a lot, well, how do you advertise, or, how do I get, the traffic? Everybody hears about the traffic and things like that, which basically, a lot of the gurus want people to be mixed up or, confused about that. But really all it comes down to is just advertising your capture page, getting people to your capture page to just request more information, and it's a step-by-step process. So we have everything that you need. Like Dave said, we have the tools, we have the capture pages, we have the marketing system, which is the 24/7 webinar. I've made so much money with webinar systems that it's just crazy to think when I stumbled upon webinar systems. And like we were even just talking on a team call, on the actual company call I should say, not everybody knows what a webinar system is. And a webinar system is a detailed 24/7, like when I'm sleeping, my people are watching my webinar. That, I guess that's the only way to say it. People in Europe or whatever, because we run solo ads, I mean, they're literally watching this webinar while I sleep. And at times there'll be times where I wake up to I figured I'd bring a stack on to show here people, Dave. I don't know if they'll be able to see it, but I got transactions here from my credit card processing. But literally in the middle of the night, I will, I'll wake up and then I'll say, oh wow, this one's from 320 bucks right here from a sale, and because of the system, the way it's set up, you can actually get credit card payments. So it's direct to you, literally depositing money into your merchant account, your bank account while you're sleeping. So that leverage of people watching the presentation while you're shopping or doing whatever you do, working, it don't matter. You literally have this webinar system cranking in the sales for you. So that's really awesome. And so many other programs that I checked into, they have, and I'm not saying anything wrong with this, but they have e-wallet systems where the company will hold on to your payments for a week or two or more, and then they hold like 10%. Well, not me. For instance, these past two sales, 2160, those go right into my merchant account. So $2,160 went right into my merchant account. I didn't have to pay that 10% back to the, or I should say, I didn't have it going into an e-wallet, I guess is what I'm trying to say tonight. So I didn't have to have it go into an e-wallet. It's going direct into my merchant account, which takes 2 or 3 days. Boom, it's into my bank account. You can't get any better than that. That's my that's my opinion. So I always look for, that's actually the number one thing that I look for, to be honest with you, Dave, is how can we take payments? Because I have a team and I have people that have followed me for many, many years, just like you have, Dave. And that's one of the things we look for, is how are we going to get paid? I mean, I can go into a short horror story about last year. I was one of the top sponsors for MLM company. I got a trophy last year. I went to Vegas and got the top sponsor award. But it at times, it was like the company got so busy that I had $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 that was supposed to be coming to me. And it was just, okay, well, we'll get that to you. That one of those excuses. And then you start thinking, wow, is this happening to my team? That's the first thing. You don't want to mess with people's money. That you just don't want to mess with people's money when you're actually, especially with someone like me and Dave, we're full-time at this. I mean, I like to say I'm full-time, but I'm actually just part-time hours. But I'm just saying, you don't want anybody to mess with your money. I don't know how much more I can go on that right there, Dave, because I'm just telling you, there's so many people I've heard got burned. They get burned if they don't get their payments sent direct to them. So you can take credit cards, you can take cashier's checks. That's the beautiful thing. You can take money order, you can take, hey, bank wires. I know some team members that, take bank wires around the world. So it's just brilliant how he's got this set up, member-to-member payment. Then the other thing, like you said, Dave, is obviously having, a lot of people don't like to talk. I like to talk. I'm a social person, but not a lot of people like to talk with other folks. So that's one nice thing about it, and I compared that to other big ticket programs where you do have to pick up the phone and and respond to people. Obviously that's something that a lot of people, especially if they're newbie and they don't know really what to say. But as you get experienced in the industry, you'll know what to say. But yeah, so I think that with the webinar system, and then of course having the 3 calls per week that we have with the company owner on Tuesdays at 11 o'clock, that really helps. There's 2 things we cover: marketing and mindset. Those are 2 extremely important things in this industry and in business in general, is marketing and mindset. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. In some of the simple strategies that I teach the team and that I use in order to get just too bad I didn't print out my let's see, today I've had 50 leads come through. Yesterday I think I had 100. You can really put a lot of leads, as many leads as you want to, opt-in leads I'm talking, through your sales funnel. You can be as busy as you want, or you can be as slow as you want, really. I guess that's the way I'm, so I tell my team that, hey, we have the resources in the back office of the direct pay system, but we also have the resources on my training site that you can go to and you can plug right into, and boom, you can start getting those leads coming in almost as soon as they get set up, don't you think, Dave? I mean, once they get that payment method figured out in their back office, how they want to take payment, you can literally start getting prospects and leads coming in, and so that the team leaders can start following up for you.
Absolutely. That's the number one most important thing, is people have to decide how they want to get paid, and there's multiple ways, guys. Like I said, I want to say this first though. Direct pay system is member to member, direct member to member payment. There is nobody holding your checks on you. There's nobody holding your money on you. Okay, this is not multi-level marketing. This is not cash gifting. This is not 1-up, 2-up, matrix, unilevel, whatever. Half the other stuff is out there. I'm not saying it's bad. Any of that other stuff is bad, but I'm just saying that I got tired of dealing with programs where, like Tammy said, people holding your money. You got to wait on it. In this day and age, life gets very busy. Okay, people got bills to pay. Maybe they credit cards that they want to get some of that debt off. They want to take a vacation. Whatever it is, you want to get the money right away. In direct pay system, there's a number of ways. Like Tammy just touched on. I mean, you want to receive cash money. You want to, Western Union, there's, money order, cashier's check, bank wires. I mean, virtually anything, credit cards. A great way that, that I have added into my arsenal is Green Dot cards, okay, reload cards, Walmart reload cards, okay. Just, maybe you don't want to get an actual merchant account, okay. You can still have people go and take, buy a reload card, load it up, okay. If they're coming in at a bigger level, they might have to load up a few of them, and they can always scratch the back of those reload cards and send you over the number via text message, email, whatever the case is. Talk to them on the phone. There's multiple ways. That's you want to make sure you got to decide on how you want to receive your payment, okay. Secondly, here, I'm going to be working on a lot of big stuff. Big stuff's coming up. Where Tammy said that, Jason is working. They're working on brand new webinar presentation, sales letters. They got all brand new stuff coming up for DPS. So it's always completely fresh. Okay, it's never stale old stuff that's been sitting out there for a long time. They're always working to make it better. I myself am going to be working on a team page. This is going to be for everybody. We're not putting any links on there. We want testimonials of people that are having success. If it's sales, leads, anything like that, first and last initial. We really want to do this stuff for the team, and then we're actually going to put these hangouts. Every week when we do one, I'll re-upload the video on there, and it'll be a fresh hangout every single week. So this is what we want to do for you guys. Tammy, I'm also going to work on another page that's a lot of the traffic sources that I've been using, I've been testing. So we're going to hand that on over to your private Facebook group there. Okay, let your people get a hold of that. There's a lot of stuff that I have in the works that I want to do for you guys to actually help you guys. Like I said, the main thing, the big thing is the actual hangouts and the webinars, because I've seen a lot of people create a lot of success when consistently doing these webinars every single week. What else? There was something else, and I can't think of it now. When you lose track of thought. Um, it's important that you guys really, number one, like I said, if you're still wondering, getting DPS, like I said, I see all the questions on the right-hand side. We will get to those. Make sure if you have not watched that webinar presentation, you must go back after this webinar and watch that. That's important because nobody wants to be a salesperson out there. The webinar explains everything to you, okay? There should be no selling and telling, okay? Number two, you should be going back and asking for a callback request. Fill out that form. Test the system, okay? Because DPS is an amazing program, okay? It can really change your life if you really work hard at it, okay? And right now, okay, is the best time to actually get involved into DPS, okay, and actually get involved in an internet business, is because a lot of people, and Tammy can relate to this, a lot of people, for some reason, they believe when the summertime comes around, nobody's spending any money online. They're gonna go out and enjoy the outdoors, cooking out, jumping in the pools, whatever the case is. They're having fun. Well, nobody's spending money. That's what people think. Dead wrong, okay? That's a false statement, because there's people spending money every single day, and why not have them spend money with you, okay? Why don't you get in front of those people that are looking for a home-based business? Let it be DPS, okay? DPS, it's, like I said, it's amazing, because the way that the whole system's set up, the way that you can receive your payments, okay, it's big ticket income, there's a huge difference from getting involved with other programs out there that are low ticket versus big ticket. Big ticket, you can take that big money that you earn with DPS and, like I said, catch up on your bills. Save up for a trip, or maybe need a new car, or maybe you're looking at paying off your house or investing into a new house. There's a lot of things that you can do when you're receiving big payments. Okay, a lot of other programs that are low ticket, $20, $30, $40 deals, unless it's residual based, it might take a while for residual to build up, but if it's a one-time payment, you're really overworking yourself. That's kind of the way I look at it. You're overworking yourself because you're going to do the same amount of work, the same amount of effort that you're going to do with direct pay system with the low ticket deal. And it just kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, when I started off, I started working with programs like that. But then you start to say, well, man, I need to make this many sales and to make this much money, and then you look at direct pay system, and like, say, for example, you get somebody to come in at the Royale level. Well, that's $2,560. Guys, I mean, that's huge, okay? And I guarantee you that people that get somebody to come in at that level there, that's a huge chunk of well, I won't say change. It's a big chunk of money right there that it does so much for them in life. Okay, the momentum really gets going, and they can really see the vision that the lifestyle that they can create with direct pay system. That's the reason why I'm going full force with direct pay system. I'm sure Tammy's doing the same thing. I know she's going to do that, and a lot of her team members are doing the same thing. And if you've been looking at direct pay system for a while, that's why you need to get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and say, hey, thanks for showing me this. Let me go back and look at your, you give them the link and go back and review that information in that webinar presentation there. Because, I mean, it's so important that you really go through the system the right way so that you know how it works. Because when somebody asks you a question about it, then you know how to explain it to them. Make sense?
Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to elaborate on the transaction size. Again, I know a lot of people, they have to wrap their head around the big ticket, but I'll just give you an example. When I first started, I actually started out the webinar company presentation business that I was in. It was actually a big ticket program, Dave. So then I thought, I did that for a couple of years, and just like a lot of people, it kind of gets old, I guess is what you could say. So I kind of got bored. So I thought, well, maybe I'm going to start promoting a smaller ticket program. So I did that, and I thought, boy, you're exactly right what you said. It's the same amount of work. It's the same campaign. Let's say you're setting up a Craigslist ad, for instance, or a solo ad. You're doing the same activity. You're putting a capture page that you're going to advertise into that ad. Why not get paid more? So there's days where I actually get bored because I'm thinking I should be really, really busy. You know what I mean? So in the past 5-7 days, I've brought in over $6,000, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I got to pinch myself because I'm like, I'm not hustling. I mean, before I almost felt like my blood pressure was high because I was trying to get so many of those deals in order to make that $6,000, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like you're more relaxed. You're making hunks of money, like Dave said. You're able to pay down your debt. You're able to pay down your bills. You're able to go on vacations and nice vacations and things like that. And sock away a lot of money. And the thing about it is with the home-based business industry, I haven't seen, like I said, the stacks that I've printed off here, all these stacks of these pieces of paper represent my merchant account transactions. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, thanks. I was just texting Dan. He's listening to the Google Hangout here tonight. I just texted him back. But I think the biggest thing is, honestly, is if you are chasing that small deal and thinking, well, hey, it's great because it's residual, so I'm going to keep making that. Do you realize that in this industry, if you're dealing with a person that thinks kind of small ticket, they are not going to be serious and they're not going to stick with you. I'm just giving you the truth tonight. So, like, let's say right around the month 5 and 6. Okay, and you're thinking I'm gonna have all this residual, and you're gonna have to still keep putting people in because there is gonna be an attrition rate. I mean, some of my mentors taught me this. This is not only just experience, but this is actually what my mentors taught me. You know what I mean? So why not make $20,000-$30,000 per month? Because the way I look at it, and especially with DPS, what I'm seeing is my income going up because of the 80-20. So that's the cool thing, the leverage. That's the other thing we haven't talked about is the 20%. A lot of these that I'm showing you guys tonight in the stack are 20%ers. So like last week, all of a sudden I checked my iPhone. Hey, boom, I got, 640, 300, you know what I'm saying? They come in like that because that's my team. That's my team making me sales. Those never end. Those go to infinity. It's not like you're getting those pass-ups once or twice and then you're done, That's how Tim has structured this. And, I can't think of a better compensation plan, to be honest with you, Dave. And it's cool because it doesn't take very long to explain, does it?
Nope, absolutely
They say, what's
not.
your compensation plan? And I say, if it takes you longer to suck on a Tic Tac, then it's too complicated. If it takes you longer to explain, then it takes you to suck on a Tic Tac, then it's way too complicated. So
absolutely,
that's the way I look at it. So, but yeah, I'm just joking tonight. But seriously, 80-20, 80% to you, 20% your team members bringing you. And hey, I can think of just a few years ago where when I was doing that big ticket program, I probably would have made another 50,000 or so that year. The first year that I was in my first big ticket program, I think it was like right around the 100,000 mark. Easily with DPS, it'll be over 200K this year.
Awesome.
Easily. Yeah. So I mean, it's amazing. Like I said, I pinch myself some days, but I'm just really super glad that Tim decided to do this a year ago. With the big ticket.
It's amazing, and guys, and this is what you gotta think about. maybe some of you might be sitting here thinking, well, okay, Tammy, you can do that, or okay, Dave, you can do this, and you guys are marketers, and you know what you're doing out there. It doesn't matter if you're brand new, okay? Because everybody's got to start somewhere, okay? But vision yourself, picture yourself, okay? And it doesn't matter as long as you have a vision and a goal, some sort of income goal, and make it realistic. Okay, make it realistic. Let's say, maybe you want to do $1,000 a week. Okay, or maybe you want to do an extra $500 a week, or $1,000 a month. Whatever your income goal is, okay, that's what you go after. Okay, you need to have a serious why behind the effect of what you're going to do. Okay, you can't just say, well, I want to make this much money, but you never have anything really pushing you towards that goal. You got to have something that is really going to push you to do it. Okay, it's not hard to do this stuff. I'm going to be honest, it's not hard to drive traffic to a capture page. It's not hard to generate leads. It's not hard to convert people into sales if you work it like a real business. If you work hard and you work consistent at it, you're not going to have a problem. Okay, it might take some people a little bit longer to see the results that they want to see, but is it worth it? Is it worth, making that big money? Well, absolutely. If it changes your life in some way or another, it's absolutely worth it. Some people, I think what it is, Tammy, is they get into it and they're unsure of themselves, and then when they don't see the type of results that they want to see right away, and they're like, I wasted all that money. This is not going to work. You got to seriously stick with it, because if you say that direct pay system don't work, then you're going to go somewhere else, and you're going to get involved into another program, and it's just going to keep repeating. That's the crazy biz op cycle that I've heard from a guy named Matt out there. And it's going to keep repeating itself. You have to come in and plant your feet into this and say, this is going to be the deal. This is going to be the program. This is going to be the system that really changes my life. Like I said, everybody's income goal, everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's results are going to be different. But you have to determine what you want in life. And if you know what you want in life, Tammy, is my feed working or no? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you okay.
Okay. Once you determine what you want in life and where you want to go, your income goal and your why is big enough to make you go that way, then it's going to happen for you. Okay, like I said, it might take a little bit longer for some people, but we're here. We're here to help you. Like I said, we're going to do these Hangouts. We're going to do these webinars, the conference calls. Literally, Tammy, I think we got something going on every day of the week, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, tonight, obviously, is our little team, our Hangout here, and then tomorrow night I co-host a call with Tim. Everybody can bring their prospects to the call that him and I co-host, so you get to hear from Tim. Let's see, Thursday night he's doing them now. He's actually doing live calls on Thursday nights now. So Tuesday, Thursday in the morning, you can actually, come to the training calls and ask any of your marketing questions. So that's awesome. And then Saturday mornings, he actually is doing them at 11 o'clock. Those are cool. Those are like really, really laid back, Saturday mornings. But yeah, you're right. There's almost something like I have to actually keep a schedule because there's something I can't always make it all the time because I'm either on the phone or helping my daughter. She's almost done with this 10th grade with homeschooling. So we're kind of in May. We're kind of doing a push here to get her done with 10th grade. But yeah, there's something going on almost all the time. So it's really cool. To be able to have that kind of interaction, and that's what people I think are looking for, Dave, too, is these business opportunities, like you say, because people they do have a tendency to program hop, and that's maybe not even a good word, but because people do have that tendency, the whole premise of the direct pay system is, listen, if you do if you follow the steps here, and like Dave said, it's not hard to drive traffic. You know, a lot of people make it out a lot harder than it really is. Hey, if I can do it, set up a campaign, get it out there, anyone can do it. But I'm just saying, and you work hard and you get people into your sales funnel, that's really all there is to it. And then just let people pop out of the end, so to speak, through that sales funnel. But yeah, I mean, as far as it's not complicated at all, this business. I'm just really super glad that this industry is around, because hey, back in 2008, my husband and I did not know what we were going to do. The finance industry just went kind of pooey. We were mortgage brokers for about 10 years, and you know, good lifestyle and everything like that. And we said, hey, you know, we want to continue with a good lifestyle. And we looked at franchise opportunities, actually, Dave. We looked at we actually owned 2 restaurants at one point in our life. Yeah, we owned 2 restaurants, and we didn't want to go back to a brick and mortar. We wanted a lifestyle business, and we had the employees. We had 22 employees when I was just had my daughter Amanda when I was 31. You know, we had 22 employees. I was still able to be with my kids, but I wanted the lifestyle income. So that's the reason why I'm so awesomely. So whoever invented the internet, I'm glad. Because
I think it was,
I don't know what I live in the country. I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I'm right by my pond, and I'm a country girl. I don't know what I would do. I can't make $100,000 in around here. You know what I'm saying? 200,000 from the village now. So, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome to be able to be home and to just enjoy, you know, life, and to be essentially retired. So I just, you know, like I said, I'm here to help other people get to their goals, get to where they want to be, you know, and that's the biggest, my why, you know. I mean it's awesome, yes, that my family is doing it, you know, doing well financially, but I want others to experience the same thing. I want others to be able to say to me, wow, you know, and I have so many team members that call me up, wow, this is my first sale I've ever made, you know, online, and it's a big sale. So I never get the, hey, I'm excited because I made $20, Tammy. You know, I've never gotten that. But when they say, hey, Tammy, I made $1,000 today, or I made $2,160 today, I mean, wow, I had a person that's a complete newbie, ran a solo ad. The gentleman went through the webinar, did the callback request, ordered the Money is Everywhere report, and then literally signed up. She never emailed the guy or spoke to him.
That's
and
awesome.
She got $2,500 bucks in her pocket. I mean,
that's awesome.
My phone was burning up. She's texting me. She's calling me. I was actually at the movies with the kids, and I said, hey, Amanda, look at what's so fun is one of my team members just made a Royale sale. My daughter, of course, knows what a Royale sale, and she's like, oh, wow, Mom, really? And so she's excited, you know, and I'm excited, and
That's awesome.
And it was awesome, you know. So I love getting those calls, and I encourage them, you know, to obviously come in. But like I said, it was one solo ad she sent out, got about I think 175 leads, if I remember correctly what she told me, and yeah. So Dave is totally right. The economy, because of the economy and the way it is, and the unemployment going up and up and up, more and more people are needing the solution. So as the economy gets worse, while everybody else is saying bad stuff about the economy, we're smiling from ear to ear.
Absolutely.
In fact, I want the economy to get worse. And you know what? I don't really watch the news much, but I do know what's going on enough to say that if you don't have another plan, a home-based business in your portfolio to get you that you know, like you may be treading on a hamster wheel right now and you're living from paycheck to paycheck. What if something happens? I mean, I've been there in that circumstance. I've been there. I've been through the foreclosures and the this and that when my industry went out. I don't plan on going back to that. So you know, I'm not talking theory here. I've actually been through this stuff. So I think the biggest thing is that if you can't find the work out there, then you know you can turn to the internet. You know that there's many opportunities that are literally legitimate company owners you can talk to, you know, especially, you know, like I said, I've known Tim for 3 years. I like the fact that he's very transparent and he gets on live calls and calls my team members if they need anything. So, but that's, I went on a little rant there, Dave, but I have a tendency to do that from time to time.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know, you got to have the passion, and I am very passionate about what I do.
Absolutely. Guys, Tammy's very passionate about this, and
Absolutely.
like I said, I'm gonna touch a little bit more on this, and then maybe we'll answer some of these questions here. Guys, if we didn't care about your success, because let's put it this way, it's not about me. It's not about Tammy. It's about what we can do for you guys. We're here to help you. We want to help you, but you have to want to help yourself. You got to take the first step, and this is what I always tell people, because people will call and they'll email, they'll text, and they'll say, "Hey, Dave, I want to make money," and I say, "Okay, well that's great. I'm glad that you're wanting to take the first step." But then they say, well, I don't know, is it going to work? Then all the doubts start coming up. I don't have enough money, or my parents or my friends or people are telling me not to do this. This is your life. This is not their life, okay? Let them do what they want to do, because, I'll tell you what, you don't want to stay at a job forever. I mean, unless you like your job. If you like your job, that's great. But for me, I wouldn't want to stay at a job forever, okay? I want to spend more time with my girls. I want to do fun stuff. I want to take more trips, okay? So I didn't want to stay as a slave at a job that really, honestly, people, the company, they don't care about you. They, hey, good job, made us a bunch of money today, go home, come back again tomorrow. That's what it is. The economy, it's not getting better, okay? And I'm not going to go into, I do watch the news, I do a lot of research on things. I could throw out some numbers to you, but like I said, in the next few years, it's going to get worse, okay? And 2008 will look like a walk in the park, in this country here. But yeah. It's what's going to happen because of, what it's not the country, it's the people running it. It's what they're doing to it that it's going to make it worse. But you have an opportunity right in front of you right now, okay? And this opportunity works. It's already proven to work. Like I said, all results will vary, but the point is, if you work hard at this, you go head on into it, both feet. You say, this is it. I'm not looking back. I'm going to make this work. We're here to help you. Okay, that's why we're doing these Hangouts. That's why we do it, because we want to help you. Because if we didn't care, we wouldn't do it. We just wouldn't do it at all. But we want you to be successful. We want you to make money. We want you to change your life. We want to see more emails, phone calls, text messages, however you want to contact us. Hey, I made a sale. Hey, I generated this many leads today. Hey, this team member on my team made money today. That's what we want to hear, and that's why we're here to help you. So it's very important that you get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, okay? And just tell them, hey, I want to review that webinar again, and they'll give you the link. You can go back and just look at everything, review everything, fill out the information for the callback request, okay? Really take a full test drive of the system. See how it works, so you know how it works, and you know what your prospects are going through. Okay, I mean, if you really learn how it works, it's going to be easy. If somebody says, "Hey, well, how does your system work?" Not saying you got to explain it to them, because they should really be watching that webinar. But you quickly understand how everything works. You know when you're driving traffic to your capture page, what's going to happen there. Once they opt in, they're getting the emails, they're able to watch that webinar system, they're able to get back to it, from the emails, and you can see how the conversion is going to work, okay? It's really simple, guys, but the first step is you have to get back to the person that invited you to this call, or this webinar, I should say, and get their link and review that the presentation there. So, with that being said, Tammy, you want to go over these questions here?
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to add, yeah, Jason did some calls for me, so hey, I even have my callback system set up so that my prospects can see how it works. Yeah. So even though I'm a team leader and things like that, I like to have my system set up too so they can see. So yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and answer some of the questions. That'd be awesome.
Okay, the first question here is, what happens after a customer sees the 12th email? Tammy, I have your email on my autoresponder. All I have is the 12 emails, so what happens after the potential customer sees the last email?
Well, that's a good question. You can send them the emails like the swipes that I send out. I actually send out emails almost daily. So you can either copy and paste what I send out. Like tonight, I copied and pasted. That's not in the email. It's not in the AWeber series. So you can just actually copy and paste and send out the invite for the Google Hangout, for instance, tonight. And then tomorrow night, I'll send out one about Tuesday's call, the information call. So you're always tour guiding people through the process. That's all I am, is a highly paid tour guide. Okay, that's really what you guys are. You don't ever have to explain anything, do any telling and selling. In fact, I cringe if someone says, "What am I selling?" I'll say, "No, no, 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 no. We're not selling anything. We're tour guiding them through the process." You're going to see, you know, obviously they're going to check out the products because we have text software, we have, you know, press release software, all that kind of stuff in the products, but I'm just saying you never have to sell anything. We are just, you know, simply tour guides. So you can copy and paste, and all my team knows this, you know, and everybody does a great job about it, or with that. So we teach this on the trainings too, and on my training site, and in the Facebook group. But all you got to do is copy and paste anything that we have, like tonight. I saw, let's see, Brian, Heidi did it. Gosh, I'm almost on everybody's list. I saw Dave do it, obviously. So we just follow the leader. That's all it is, just like in school.
Also, too, Tam, you can, you know, let them know that obviously, you know, everybody, unless like I said, unless they're just at the silver level, but at the silver level, they have swipe copy. Guys, it's so important that, you know, depending on what level you join at, okay, the silver level starts off with ready to go PLR content, okay, created from, you know, 6- and 7-figure earners. Guys, this is the content, this is the swipe copy, this is what you should be using in your marketing, sending out, like I said, so if the whole entire email series goes out, okay, and your prospects are not receiving emails anymore, it's time to start sending broadcast emails. It's a little thing inside of AWeber. AWeber has it. Get Response, GVO, you know, whatever autoresponder you're using, okay, you can take that swipe copy, you can change up the words if you want to, and then send it out to your list, okay. It's you can just type up, like a lot of times I do things on the fly, okay. I'm not sitting there spending hours typing up emails. That little email that I sent out today, and then Tammy, you know, maybe changed a few words and crafted it to, you know, to respond to her list. Guys, it's simple. Okay, you just copy, paste, send. You know, always watch for swipe copy from us. Facebook, you guys are on Facebook. You know, watch what Tammy's doing. Okay, watch what I'm doing. Watch what others are doing in the program. Just take that, you know, maybe you have to change up a few words. Obviously, you're going to want to change your name, you know, change a few things. But I mean, you know, you don't have to change all of it. But if, you know, if you're already a member of DPS, okay, go in the back office and look under the silver level. Look at that swipe copy. Use it for your benefit, because, you know, that's what you paid for to get into the program, to use stuff like that. So use it to send it out to your prospects. It's good, valuable content.
Yeah, I think that's one of my very first things that I tell people is, you know what, when I get a hold of something and I purchase something, I actually go in and I read everything. I read everything. I go into the training. The training is like amazing with Direct Pay System. The training, there's, oh gosh, there's solo ad resources, there's Facebook pay-per-click training, there's mindset training. There's so much in the back office that it literally, I go in there and I find something new each time. And I've been in direct pay system. I'm one of the founding members with Tim. So I've been in it for a year. Last March is, well, it's over a year now. Last March when he kicked it off. So that's the beauty of it. It's an amazing thing. If you're not training in the back office, then there's a problem because there is just so much there to learn. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
you do have to sit down. You have to, it's just like my son said. He said, Mom, he said, if someone actually purchased into a Subway, wouldn't they get a Subway manual? They'd get a handbook, right, in order to run the Subway. And I said, that's correct, Robbie. He's 19, so I'm teaching my kids this this entrepreneurial stuff, right? So I said, sure, Robbie. I said, of course they're going to get a handbook. I mean, just like, Papa does. His grandfather is in a quality control kind of a business. So I said, we use handbooks. Same thing with DPS. I have a daily method of operations, fancy word for a checklist on what I do every single day. So my team gets that too. But what I'm saying is that if you bought that Subway, you'd be just as like, okay, I got to do this every single day. I got to make this every single day. Same thing with DPS. The reason why I'm so consistent and I'm making sales every day and my team's making sales every day is because we do something for advertising, that's it, every single day. So right now, we're doing this for the team, like Dave said. So you want to, if you're wanting to know my secret sauce and my secret to my success, it's because I work on my business every single day. Even though I homeschool my daughter, I do that in the mornings, and I start making some callbacks between 1 to 5 Eastern. And then, at night, I'll do a couple hours. And that's my day. But, Sundays, I'll set up all my advertising campaigns for the week. And it takes me about 90 minutes, maybe not even that. I think I got it right down to around 60 minutes. I read that book. I don't have it on my desk, but I read the 4-hour, oh yeah, it is. It's over there by my light. It's the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, and that is just amazing. I love that book, 4-Hour Work Week. I'm probably right around the 4-hour work day. That's probably what I'm doing. 4-hour work day for 6 figures a year. Hey, dude. I mean, like I said, this isn't hard. You just set up campaigns and then you just talk to folks, right? That's pretty much it. And then that's what my team does. Absolutely. So it's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're sending out. I love these questions. We got another one, Dave? We can take maybe
Yeah,
one
we
more.
actually have about 3 or 4 more left, and then we'll complete them. Next question is, are postcards very effective?
Postcard marketing is expensive, I'll be honest. If you have a good advertising budget and you have some money to put into postage, it's a very simple and effective way to market, but you are going to have some money. I'm just going to be honest, because postcards offline is more expensive. This is the way you just got to have this in your mind. Offline is more expensive than online. If you're just starting out, like I said, I talked about this. How I teach my team is to start getting leads coming in right away with solo ads, Craigslist, Backpage, YouTube, all the social media. You got friends. I know people have friends on Facebook, and start connecting with other business-minded people. But postcards are going to cost you probably around $600-700, for 1,000. If you really want to have some nice ones done. I do have postcard templates where I actually just print them off of my printer. So, you can always ask me for the postcard templates. I actually have them in the Facebook group, don't I, Dave? They're uploaded in the file section.
Absolutely.
So all you got to do is you can even go to Backpage and you can get addresses. If you are on a tight budget and you do want to do postcards, you can go on to Backpage and you can start opting into people's websites. You're going to get their address. I know it's a long way around it, but I have taught people that don't have a ton of money to work with to do postcards. Like I said, you can get their addresses and then mail them out. That's a very targeted lead, but it is a elongated process. But I do suggest that you start with something that's in your budget, but that's going to take a lot of money as a postcard campaign. You're going to make money back because it's a high ticket.
Yep.
Only do it with a high ticket program, because if you're doing a 200 or less program, you want to do at least 400 and up, and that's what DPS is. Don't ever do a postcard campaign. Don't do the same mistake I did. I sent out a couple years ago. I did a postcard campaign on like a $40 product, Dave. I didn't make any money back at all. I was not even a couple of years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. So with postcards, but I'm an online marketer, so I really just teach online marketing.
Okay. Well, the next question is, how much extra money are you talking about for advertising?
How much extra money? It's amazing to think that my advertising budget is like right around to bring in 5,000 plus a week. That's my goal every single week. It's right around the 200 to 300 mark, and that sounds crazy. I know, but like I said, I will call my leads. I will leave voicemail messages. I will actually. I'm not like a person that hides behind the website. So that's my budget. Now, if someone's just starting out and they don't have a list at all, they can start doing social media. Like I said, they can start doing YouTube. I have a lot of people on YouTube, you know, doing direct pay system. You can do a lot of free methods. Of course, it's going to take you more time.
Nope.
So if you, what's your answer to that, Dave? I mean, what do you think? Set aside at least 100 to 200 the first month?
I would say, you know, like I said, depending on, you know, what level the person comes in at, and like I said, it doesn't really matter what level you come in at because you can always upgrade in the back office. But I would say at least if the person could come up with $100 to $200 to start with the month. I mean, if $50 is all you have, like I said, we can direct you in the right places. Okay, we're here to help you, so we can direct you in the right places to make sure you get high quality traffic. Okay, I have a lot of places I've tested. I've gotten good results from, and then I've tested places that got bad results. Obviously, we don't go back there anymore. But you know, like Tammy said, solo ads, very cheap, very effective. Okay, I do a lot of probably more aggressive type of advertising, you know, that which costs a little bit more. So somebody that wants to spend a little bit more, I can direct you in the right place there. But there's a lot of ways to advertise and market and get good quality traffic back to your website. If you don't have really a budget to work with, it may take you a little bit longer. But don't just say, oh, geez, you know, it's taken weeks to maybe a month. You know, maybe if it took a little bit longer, keep consistent at it. Okay, there's a lot of ways that, you know, videos, cutting videos, creating videos. I'll tell you right now, and Tammy can relate to this. Tammy is everywhere out there. Why? Videos. Okay, you know, I've done a lot of videos, you know, over the years for different things. You know, now I'm going to really start compiling more and more for a direct pay system. Okay. Articles, blog posts. I mean, yes, guys, it takes a little bit longer to do that stuff, but it's worth it. It's worth it because you're putting good content. As long as it's good, valuable content, it's out there teaching people things, it's educating them, it's entertaining them, whatever. It's driving good quality traffic back to your website, okay? And, you know, so it may take a little bit longer for some people, but like I said before, is it worth it? It's absolutely 100% worth it if it's going to change your life. Okay, and it will change your life, but you have to be consistent and you have to work hard at it. And like Tammy said, you have to be willing to talk to people. Don't hide behind the computer. Don't hide behind the website. You know, just because all this technology is out there,
yeah,
you know, don't do that. Because people want to talk to you.
I'm sorry, Dave, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to say that's a good point. If you have a lead, just call them and say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the website? Or, excuse me, the webinar. That's all you are, like I said, as a tour guide. If they start asking you questions, then obviously you just want to direct them back to the callback. That's what I'd still do. One thing that I just got a callback request. Speaking of one. But I just wanted to say that I ran a $25 Craigslist ad, for an example, last night. I've gotten over 150 leads off of $25. So
Well,
these are the kinds of things. I just did a video on it too, Dave, and I did a video step by step, and that's going to be on my team training site.
awesome. Yeah, you got to show me that one because
Oh
I've been
yeah,
I've been struggling to get that one down
oh,
for
it's
a long
killer.
time.
I mean, I listed it in New York City. You want to go to Google and you want to find the top 20 cities in Craigslist, and
Okay.
then the top 20 cities on Backpage, and you put a paid ad for 25 bucks in the sales section, in the job section for 25 bucks. You pay for it, and 100 and some lead. I was just like, I said to my husband, watch this. As soon as I paid it, and as soon as the ad went live, about 5 minutes was paused, and then boom, 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 boom in my
It
inbox,
goes crazy.
lead, like that. And I got so many calls today from it. They're like, hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, so it's crazy sometimes how busy you can get, but at the same time, you want to have the flow, the constant,
Yep.
flow coming in. But yeah, Craigslist, Backpage, YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook. I'm giving some, tips tonight. Solo ads. These are going to keep you consistent. And if you do 4 to 5 methods, pay-per-click too. I forgot to mention Facebook. If you
Yep.
do those 4 to 5 methods, you're going to stay consistently busy. Because like I said, the capture pages. Jason just Skyped me 4 new capture pages that he's got back there in that marketing system tonight, Dave. And they're amazing. They're good converting capture pages.
Awesome.
We have time for one more question, and I actually have to call a couple people back.
Okay, yeah, I got two. There's 2 left, and this one here, I'm not sure. It says I'm Zach's mom, and we can't see me sign in the back office. He's been emailing to him for several days. Would like to get this up and running. That might be something that you have to talk to that person about, Tammy.
Okay, yeah. I'll give if they submit a support ticket, that's kind of hard on my end because I don't have obviously I'm not the owner of the company. But yeah, if they send in a support ticket tomorrow, I would actually call in on the 11 o'clock call.
Okay.
And because it was over the weekend, I think they had this issue.
Okay.
So just hop on the team call.
Okay. Last question is this webinar for prospects too? I thought it was only for members, so I haven't been promoting it to my prospects. Should I?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is
Yeah.
definitely for your prospects. It's for everybody.
Yeah, it's not just a train. I mean, really, the trainings are focused on the calls. That's the way I want to actually have more of because the trainings are already there on the team training site and what we have in the Facebook group. I want more of a, kind of chit chat like we've been doing so that people can see that we're a group that helps people. So yeah, absolutely promote this.
Yep.
I've seen, like I said, I'm on almost everybody's list, and I saw everybody promoting this tonight pretty much, Dave.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, guys, just, like I said, I've been busy the last few days, but like I said, I'm going to be tuning more into Tammy's Facebook group there. Like I said, I got a lot of good stuff coming on down the pipeline here. Like I said, with the team page where, it's going to have these Google Hangouts on there, testimonials on there. Okay, so like I said, I might list something in Tammy's group there, and like I said, maybe Tammy might do something like it could be handwritten testimonials, it could be videos, but we got to make sure, because this is for the team. So if somebody were to take that page and go promote it to their list, we don't want other people's links in there. We just want first name and last initial, so this is really important because it's going to benefit your team members in that. Otherwise, like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of different team training videos and maybe different marketing strategies, how to set them up, how to get everything ready to go. The way that I do it. Like I said, I know Tammy's got a lot of good stuff coming. It's crazy with all the stuff that is coming out and what they're redoing with DPS, making it even better than what it is now, keeping everything fresh. This is the opportunity of 2014, guys, and beyond. So if you're seriously ready to start making huge income, changing your life, and you're ready to get going right now, okay, you have to take the first step, get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, okay? Get their link, go back and review the webinar presentation, fill out the callback request form, and get started, okay? Get started. Anything else you want to add, Tammy?
No, I just want to say that, yeah, I just want to say that this is probably the most fun I've ever had in any industry or any business, bar none. I mean, and the most money I've made too. Of course, that kind of comes hand in hand. But I think that really nowadays people, they want a company that they can actually get a hold of. Like I said, the calls that you can actually call in. If you have a support issue, that's actually not how this is set up to have, like, all the affiliates have to have constant support. That's why Tim's there. So if you need to get a hold of Tim, hop on the 11 o'clock calls. That's why he has them live, literally open, where you can say, hey, Tim, I was just wondering, I have this question on such and such. So they're 11 o'clock. When you become a paid member, you get the number to, I know it's hard for the West Coast people. I know it's really tough. Hey, I wouldn't be able to get up at 8 o'clock, but but if you can hop on the call and just, ask whatever your questions, that helps us. What we're out there to do is, and that's market, help my team leaders close sales, and that's a beautiful thing. So
Absolutely.
to have that company support.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it tonight, Dave. And
yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, so my phone's buzzing and my inboxes and my emails are lighting up. So
okay. Well, that sounds good. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. All the hard work of you guys promoting and getting people to this webinar. So like I said, you need to get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, get their link, and get started right away. And we'll see you on the inside of the team trainings.
Sounds good, Dave. Thanks a lot.
Have a great night, Tammy. Bye-bye.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.